Welcome, Virgo, to your July forecast. This is Ava, and this is Virtual Tarot. Let me get a little more comfortable so that I can concentrate. And if you're new, what I do is I divine the immediate future, which would be July 2016, and we've been doing this for 3 years now. So if you're brand new, it's a prognostication which uses the Weight Rider deck of the tarot, a deck that I think is very, very rich in symbol. And when you want to really see something, both its psychological and its event reality, then this is the best deck, I think, for that. But this 4-card spread involves 4 different positions, 4 different aspects of the future. The first represents the overall energy of the month. The second is your challenge. The third is the unexpected. And the fourth is the outcome. So, please stay tuned, because at the end also I'm going to discuss with you the qualities of Virgo. They are very interesting and fascinating sign. And then also I'll announce for you my new spiritual counseling service via the phone that I'm going to start. So stay tuned for that too, please. Thank you. So what we do is we place the cards down, make 3 piles, put those piles together, and start. That's all there is to it. The first card in the position of the overall energy of the month, make sure my mic is working here, is a beautiful, beautiful card. You'll be thrilled. It is, where can we put this? Where you can actually see it, Ace of Cups upright. This is about my favorite subject. And my favorite subject is love. This is about love. About, hold on. Excuse me. Things are falling apart. Always. I have fans going, so that's why they're blowing things. I digress. I want to bring you into the card a little bit. That's what I'll do. You see, there's a beautiful hand coming out of a cloud that holds the golden chalice, above which a dove hangs a wafer that is going to be dropped into the golden chalice. And this is like communion, like the reenactment of Christ's ultimate sacrifice. So, it is about sacrifice. It represents the deepest kind of love that comes from when we sacrifice what is most dear and are then consequently rewarded with love and peace This is the culmination of your sacrifice, your selfless service, for which you are granted a golden cup of love. This is the beginning of deep feelings for someone or for life. A deep love of life. It implies fertility, creativity, a blending of two spirits in pure love, or again through the sacrifice of something that you cherish or that you love, and that act is rewarded with the energy, the passion, the magic, which gives you fuel to go the extra mile. This is what's the overall energy of the month. How interesting. And you know that Virgo is sacrificial. They are, I'll tell you later. They are. I'll tell you later. In the position of the challenge, we have another. It's going to be a powerful, your emotions are going to be very powerful this month, is what I mean. But there's peace and contentment that will be beginning in you. Because here we have a card implying a real psychological challenge. There's been a loss or a feeling of disappointment, and the melancholy and sadness which comes from that psychologically. Your challenge is to prevent yourself from moving into or withdrawing into melancholy or dwelling on the disappointment, the loss, but instead to become appreciative of that which remains, the good that remains. This also often is about the sobering realization that you were under some delusion, illusion, and the, again, disappointment in that discovery, the emotional effects of that discovery, the often having to deal with the manifestation of what you had feared was the truth. Your challenge is to come to terms with this, to re-stabilize the emotions. And you have, interestingly enough, this new self-awareness, shall we say, spiritual internal evolution, which helps you to overcome the internal instability, emotional instability that may have occurred. So it's about restabilizing, not allowing yourself to get caught in obsessing, but to make the sacrifice. That seems to be it. And then in the position of the unexpected, we have a court card. We have the king of Pentacles as the unexpected. Well, if this represents an actual human being, then it would be someone who is an earth sign, a male earth sign, Virgo, another Virgo, or a Taurus or a Capricorn, or someone who exhibits the traits of earth signs, which is leadership, pragmatism, stability, and such, down to earthness. I prefer always, because we're reading for a large audience, to treat it more generically. So unexpectedly, you will show tremendous strength. You will restabilize your domain. You will be able to get what needs to be done. You'll be able to get out of your head by doing, by being pragmatic, practical, responsible, facing your various challenges around you. And you'll be able to be instinctive about it, doing what needs to be done by instinct. This is the card of industry, of industriousness, of leadership, also practical leadership. So that will be what happens, and you didn't expect it to happen, because I suppose you're in all of this emotional as if you've been immersed in your almost an aquatic, because the emotions are represented by water, in this aquatic emotional atmosphere, and then suddenly you find yourself doing things on the earth, moving the actual world in ways that are useful to you and useful to others. So you get out of the waters, shall we say, the turmoiled waters, and you use the new spiritual boost almost that you're getting from having done something in a loving way. And at the end, goodness, at the end, we have, pardon me, I didn't show it to you. We have the 8 of Cups. We have even more emotion. Can you take it? Oh, goodness, what an emotional month, my word. The 8 of Cups, the outcome. Interesting, because you see both of these cards, the 5 and the 8 of Cups, speak about the same issue, the issue of illusion, of having lost here your interest in the illusion. Your challenge was to deal with the realization of the illusion, which can be deception, being deceived, not seeing things as they really were, like that. Here, at the 8, you open your eyes and you face a new dawn, a new day. You have the resolve, the courage, the passion. See his red cloak? The passion to walk away, to turn away. You may do it literally, or you may do it psychologically. Walk away from the situation, walk away from the circumstance, walk away from that which has become outworn, outmoded. Unnecessary, unwanted. So, it's an emotional month, and involving some sacrifice, some deep realization of a loss, a uncovered truth, and the ramifications of that. But you deal with it beautifully, because you see, we have the King of Pentacles. Either you deal with it beautifully, or you have tremendous help from someone who is strong, capable, and will show you the way. So, I'm going to end it at that and start your personality revelation, shall we say. Virgo, 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 Virgo. A beautiful sign you are. Virgo stands at the center. That is, the 12 signs represent the evolution of the soul in the earth plane. The first sign, 6 signs from Aries to Virgo, are where the soul is involved with the development of personality, earth experience as a way to create the beautiful living art of personality. It takes a long time to do that. But at Virgo, that is a situation now where the soul wants or has the urge to ascend, to again realize itself as spirit. So Virgo is about the perfection of the soul, perfecting of the soul. A tremendous growth of consciousness begins at Virgo. A deep desire begins in Virgo to shift conscious awareness from the personality satisfactions towards, instead, the apperception of oneself as spirit. So the Virgo lives in both realms in a sense. There's this need in a Virgo to purify, to make preparations in the body and in the mind for the ascension of the human soul towards its spiritual nature. That's why the Virgin is your symbol. Therefore, the Virgos are tremendously interested in nourishment, the nourishing of the body, the foods, and everything else that nourishes the body, because they want to purify, to uncontaminate the body, to uncontaminate the mind, so that it can become, the mind and the body can become the temple, the sacred temple of the soul. The Virgin also contains the womb of time, the womb of time. it is with time that nature, God, creates through the element of time. There's a beautiful poem where I think it was Blake, eternity is in love with the creations of time. That's it. Eternity is in love with the creations of time. Hi, Angel. You going to come up here? Show everyone? Huh? I have a kitty cat. And I wanted to say that because Virgos are very concerned with time, with history, with lineage, with ancestry, with time itself, with age, due to the fact that they are very much aware of the evolution of the spirit now through time. And so I'm going to leave you right with that, because there's a there's a lot to think about there. And if you would like to avail yourself of my spiritual counsel, please do so via my email, which is grandcentralhealing@gmail.com. I am a spiritual counselor of many, many years, but I've never actually done this for you. I would like to do that, but the only way I can is with a phone conversation. And we need to set that up through appointment. And the best way to do that would be for you to send me your spiritual concerns. And I will see if what I have in the way of knowledge and wisdom can help you. And then I will contact you, and we will proceed from there to find a mutually convenient time in which to have that conversation. So I'll provide that link down there. Also, I have counsel cards, and these counsel cards are a more affordable means by which you can get spiritual counsel from me, because I will reinterpret these cards for you in a more spiritual tone, and I will also add another card from the major arcana, which will help us to give an angelic counsel to the cards as well. So that is provided in the link below. And so please, thank you for supporting me, and thank you for your subscriptions and for sharing. And thank you for coming, and I hope to see you in August. Namaste, I love you. Thank you. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. She likes the microphone, so let me just take that.